Alright guys, what's up, this is Paul here, back for another commentary. You may notice this time not over Minecraft. I'm playing some Tribes of Sand, and I recently just got this game, or the beta of this game, it's actually free to play right now if you want to go and play it. Just search Tribes of Sand in Google. One of my friends told me to pick it up, and I'm really loving it. This is I think it was my second game, and I really had no idea what I was doing. I think I still managed to do pretty decent. I had no idea what the objective was, so honestly, don't flame me for not knowing what to do. But I think I did pretty decent for what I had a little experience for. Never played Tribes before, so this is Tribes of Sand. I want to talk today about anxiety. It's just a topic in my life in general. It always seems to come up, and I'll give you a little backstory. Like, throughout my life, I've always been one of the type of guys that always worries, like, about anything possible. Like, anything you can think of, I would worry about it. I'll give you some examples. Like, really, it was really bad when I was younger. I think when I was, like, maybe, like, 9 or 10, I remember hearing someone say in class the world was going to end if, like, because of a meteor or something, and I just immediately, like, took a huge fit and started crying over that, like, because the world was gonna end. And then my parents always tell me, like, these stories about me when I was younger. Like, when it started raining and it wouldn't stop, like, it kept raining for hours and hours, I thought the world was gonna flood and we were gonna die. It's just stupid things. And then I also thought I remember my primary 5 teacher telling me that eventually the world is going to, the water level is going to rise due to global warming and stuff like that, and we're all going to have to move to, like, Sweden and stuff like that. And I started crying at that. It's been like that through my entire life. I mean, in general, I've always been a worrier. When I was younger, I always used to worry about where my family was and where my parents was and where my friends were. And by that I mean, like, if I didn't know where someone was, I was worrying about them. And it even got so bad that I actually had to get, like, a psychiatrist, like, out to help, because I was going literally insane. I was like, what was I? I was probably about 11, 12 years old at this point, and I had to see a psychiatrist because I was worrying so much about things. Like, I remember I couldn't find my cousin one day. I usually went and called for my cousin, and we usually went out to play, and I couldn't find him. Like, he wasn't in his house, and I wondered where he was, and my aunt, his mum, told me he was out playing. So I went and searched for him, and I couldn't find him anywhere, and I ran to all of my friends' house, rapped on their doors and said, "Do you know where my cousin is? Do you know, have you seen him? When was the last time you've seen him?" And I literally spent like 2 hours. I went, rapped on doors of people that I rarely knew, but I thought he would be there, and I couldn't find him, and I went home and I just started crying. And the same things happened, like, with my brother as well. I used to run around chasing my brother when I was younger, like, just because I didn't wanna like anything to happen to them. Even when I was like 12, 13, when my mum and dad didn't pick up their phones, I honestly would start having a panic attack. Like, I would literally break down and think, what is happening right now? Like, I mean, what could happen? Could something happen to them or something like that? And I used to just worry and panic. Like, if I hadn't seen my mum or dad for a few hours, I would literally start to, like, break down, and this thing would go through my head, this mentality that, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And recently it started to come back. It's not so much worrying where people are, because I trust, like, it was kind of a selfish thing back in the day to worry and go and chasing after people and stuff like that. Like, imagine if you had someone chasing after you 24/7. Actually, it won't be too fun. By the way, in this video, I didn't know how to melee. My melee button's usually my middle mouse button, and I had no clue what the default controls were. I had no idea I could even use a special ability until, like, a few hours ago. But yeah, I kind of noticed it was really selfish of me to, just to run about and just chase people. But recently, like, my anxiety has been creeping back up, in my life, in terms of hypochondria. And if you didn't know, hypochondriac is someone who worries about anything wrong with them physically. And you guys may have known, like, a few weeks ago, I've been just talking about there was a lump in my neck, and that's kind of what started it off. I mean, so really, I had a lump in my neck, and it was just a small lump. Like, I wanted to see what it was. You know, a lot of people told me it was a cyst or just a normal spot, and I got really freaked out about this. I mean, I went on to Google and started googling symptoms and stuff like that. And, you know, if you Google anything, any of the organs you have in your body, top 10 results for them come up cancer, and I freak out about that because my family, from my dad's side, has like a bad history of cancer. It was probably because they were all heavy smokers, and the majority of their cancers were lung and throat related. But at the same time, I mean, I don't smoke. It's just something that paranoids the hell out of me. And basically what happened was I was so paranoid about this thing. Like, I was googling symptoms. I phoned up my mum and dad saying, look, there's a spot on my neck, what do I do? Eventually, like, I'm really self-conscious. I don't have the most self-confidence in the world. And like, I don't like going to the doctors or the dentist or anything like that, because I mean, I'm afraid of being judged by them for the simplest of things. And basically what I did, eventually went to the doctor, and the doctor basically, I was in the doctor's for about 1 minute, and she was like, yep, that's a sebaceous cyst, there's nothing wrong with that, completely normal, and yeah, goodbye. So there goes. I was worrying about something so simple. And then recently, like last Tuesday I think it was, I started to get this really, really, really weird random abdominal pain, like abdomen pain, in my right abdomen. And then I started really getting this like really dull ache in my testicles. And I was like, what the hell is this? And it kept persisting. I was like, what the hell is this? And it wouldn't go away. And like, I googled it all, and it like came up like testicular cancer and, you know, colon cancer, because obviously the most, like, anything can be a symptom of cancer. You know, if you have like a small mole like randomly grows in your face, oh, cancer. And you know, it's nothing to joke about. No, it could be, but it's just that I paranoid too much over that. And then I started, like, this might be a bit too much information for some people, but then like a few days later I started to get like really constipated for no reason. I was like, fuck, what's happening? And I was wondering what it was, and like the pain started going away in my right abdomen, in my right testicle, and then they started move over to my left one, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I just get random aches down there, you know. I'm not as constipated now. I mean, so maybe a bit too much TMI, but I mean, it's just paranoid the hell out of me. I haven't seen a doctor for it yet. My mum has booked one for me when I go back home. I go back to Belfast this Saturday. I'm recording this on Tuesday at 2 AM. So basically I go back to Belfast in about 4 days. I think I can hold out until then. I mean, I've been experiencing these random pains for a week now. I have no idea what they are, but I'm going to get them checked out because I'm paranoid about it. And obviously the somewhat weird constipation is still there. And my entire like digestive system is messed up lately, man. It's so annoying, and it just got me so paranoid about me in general. Like, I have this really bad anxiety, and like, I just think, you know, randomly that I'm going to die. Everybody's going to die someday, but I just think like, oh, I'm going to die at the end of this week because of these random pains. And you know, if I get a pain anywhere in my body, I start to freak out about it. I have really, really bad health anxiety, and it's awful. I have no idea what I can do really endure it. I mean, I know, like, I've talked to my parents, and they just, my dad's been like, man up and just wait it out. I mean, you're gonna get checked up, nothing to worry about anyway. And it's probably, my dad's just said it's probably constipation or something like that, because apparently all your nerves down there are connected somehow. You know, it is a human body. But I mean, I am so like weird, like, in life. Like, I'm probably gonna have to extend this commentary into a few videos, but in general, like, I'm so self-conscious about myself. I'm so worried about what other people think. I'm so worried about myself in general. Like, I don't know what it is. You may think, oh, Paul's this guy on YouTube that posts these videos, you know, he's this big confident guy, he can speak to 200,000 people. But in real life, I'm like that, like, my friends and stuff. But if you ask me to go in and talk to random people, you know, I like crap myself. I'm like, well, I can't crap myself because I'm quite constipated. But all jokes aside, like, I would have problems with that. I mean, I'm horrible at social interaction, and Although YouTube, like, I'm not gonna lie, YouTube has helped me improve socially. I was far worse a few years ago. I mean, if you introduced me to a random person, I wouldn't talk to them. Like, it's stupid. But I'm a bit better now. But it's just, in general, I worry too much. I worry too much about what other people think. I worry too much about, you know, random pains in my body. I know pains are nothing to be scoffed at, but, you know, everybody has random pains sometimes. You know, everybody has this and that and ball ache and all that jazz. It's just that I need to stop overcomplicating things and worrying. Here's me just trying to only use me blade in this guy. Like, I think the game's coming to an end here, but I don't know. Does anybody else like suffer from severe anxiety or hypochondria or anything in life? I mean, I don't know. It's funny because I'm super like afraid of like needles and blood and stuff like that. I guess that's what kind of prevents me from going to the doctors more. I mean, I don't know. It's just me being weird, I guess. But I need to chill. I need to take a chill pill. I need to relax more in life. I think getting stressed out about like situations and stuff like that just makes them a lot worse than they are, and you know your body reacts a lot differently to that, and you just maybe trying to get this guy. I'm awful, but it's just that yeah, I just need to take a chill pill, man, and hopefully everything will resolve itself. I mean, that's about it. That's all I wanted to say. I know I missed a few points out, but gameplay's coming to an end here. Anyway, I might post some more Tribes Ascend. Tribes Ascend. I'm unsure. I want to get a lot better at it. I mean, it is a really fun game. It's like, imagine Halo on steroids. But that's that. There's that game, and I shall see you guys later. I'm not going to be posting Minecraft today. I just wanted to post this because I wanted to rant on something, and obviously I needed to pre-record something. But anyway, I'm going to sign it here. Leave me some comments on what you thought, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.